A contractor has decided not to pass on unexpected costs to the owner, and now he's losing money. It's time for another episode of Bells and Whistles. Hello everyone, Bill Wilson from Railway Track and Structures Media with a look at the top news stories we were following the week ending March 4th. Geotechnical investigation work is now complete on the Gateway project. The work is required to enter the engineering phase of the $5.6 billion Federal Transit Administration Capital Investment Grant. The grant would help fund the Hudson Tunnel project. A total of 75 geotechnical investigations were completed on the project, including 64 borings in New Jersey and New York over the past several years. A little more than half were done during the recently completed Phase 2 Supplemental Geotechnical Boring Program. Borings were completed along the future above-ground and tunnel alignments. Samples were taken at depths ranging from 48 to 505 feet. By a 3-2 vote, the Del Mar City Council rejected a modified plan by the North County Transit District for a fence along the railroad right-of-way along the Del Mar Bluffs. Del Mar officials and residents do not want any fence constructed around the railroad tracks, but the NCTD owns the land and could decide to install the type of fence that was specified in the original design. That fence was a chain-linked structure that was 6 feet tall. After hearing complaints, the NCTD altered the designs to lower the fence in some areas and to make the barrier more aesthetically pleasing. The NCTD is trying to prevent trespassing on the tracks, which can be fatal. An average of 12 people are struck and killed by trains annually along the line. The NCTD is afraid faster and quieter trains will make trespassing even more dangerous. The Southwest Light Rail project in Minneapolis has been filled with problems, but officials are still filled with hope that more extensions can be funded. The Hennepin County Board is asking state lawmakers for $200 million to construct a Blue Line extension from Minneapolis to Brooklyn Park. With all the delays and cost overruns associated with the Green Line extension, also known as the Southwest Light Rail project, money for future rail projects might be hard to come by. Some lawmakers want work on the Green Line extension project to stop due to the additional funding that has been needed for construction. Currently, the price for the extension sits at $2.75 billion, and Met Council cannot fully fund the project. Taxpayers will most likely have to cover the additional costs. COVID, inflation, and supply chain issues have tripled down on productivity for builder SNC Lavalin. On March 3rd, the contractor announced a $231 million pre-tax loss on its project unit due to cost reforecasts on 3 light rail contracts in Canada. In a worst-case scenario, SNC Lavalin is projecting additional losses of as much as $300 million on the Rousseau Express Metropolitan project in Montreal, Ottawa's Trillium Line, and the Eglinton Crosstown in Toronto. Since 2019, the goal of the company has been to end the process of bidding on fixed-price construction work and focus more on lump-sum turnkey contracts. With those contracts, construction firms agree to a set price for a project and do not pass along any cost overruns. COVID-19's Omicron variant depleted workforces over the last few months. According to SNC, absenteeism was as high as 50% on some jobs. In addition, inflation has tacked on another 10% on costs, and supply chain issues have crippled productivity. Well, that's a look at the top news stories we were following the week ending March 4th. For the latest news, go to www.rtands.com. You can also find us on social media. We are on Facebook and Twitter. Have a great weekend, everyone.